Good morning. This is my 10th day now to have been patiently resting and working and waiting in my bedroom till I can finally pass all the safety protocols and maybe get a negative test and finally be set free. Now, if you know me very well, you know that I might have just stretched things a little bit when I said I've been patient. Being patient is probably not one of my strong suits. It's not one of my greatest strengths. I tend to be driven. I tend to be very impatient, if I'm quite honest with myself. It's what makes me think, though, so much about how one of my favorite passages is from the Psalms, when David said, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside the still waters. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness. He's going to restore my soul." Now, I love that psalm because I am reminded that God is going to be leading in my life, and sometimes I need to lay down in green pastures and beside the still waters, and he will restore my soul. It sort of helps me feel a greater sense of you need to be patient when there are those moments in life when you cannot control things. Knowing that I was hoping to get out of here soon, that I felt like I needed to get up and start moving around. For the first 8 days, I didn't cross the threshold here out of the bedroom into our home. But I finally decided 2 days ago I would get all dressed up, carry a mask with me, and I'd go out and I'd walk around the park right outside our home. That way I could be safely away from all people, but I could be outside, experience some sunshine, see about trying to get my stamina up if I was thinking about going back to the office. The interesting thing is they've been working at reseeding the park right now. So they've been out there working. I've been watching them as they've been spreading the seed and aerating it and working on sprinklers. And then they put up all kinds of rope in order to rope it off so that no one would get out there and be walking in the dirt and what's going to be mud now and playing in it, and give a chance for the seed to take root. But there is one place that you can kind of get up onto the sidewalk, and that way you can walk safely around the park and not get on the grass, but you're sort of trapped on the sidewalk. So I got out there. I dressed warmly. I had my mask. I got out and I made one lap around the park, and I was starting to feel tired. Now, Marsh and I will go out and walk for an hour at a time. One lap around the park, and I was starting to feel a little tired. But I was going to push it so I could do two. I felt that would be the right thing, and so I took off on the second lap, and just as I did, I suddenly heard a noise that shocked me and suddenly realized the sprinklers were now going off. Here I was trying to take a walk around the park, and now I was getting a shower from the sprinklers. And I tell you, I'm kind of proud of myself that in the end my response was to laugh. I could have gotten all upset and angry and frustrated. I just laughed. Because that's 2020. In the year 2020, it seems like you and I will make plans and try to do the right thing, only to have something else pop up and rain on our plans. And that's all that was happening to me. It was nothing new that had been going on this year. And I simply knew I needed to keep on making plans. I remembered that I needed to be patient. 2020 was getting ever closer to being over. And I needed to remember, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside the still waters. He is going to be the one who restores my soul. I know that he will lead me on those right paths, and if I will allow him to, well, he is going to let me dwell in the house of the Lord and maybe in my bedroom forever. It's what it feels like, but I can guarantee you, I'm coming back soon. I hope you have a great day.